All right, welcome to today's game between the Texas Oilers and Marucci Elite. This is Randy Hunt, and I'm joined by my in-law. What do you call him? Son-in-law? That's what we call him. Mark Clifford, who is doing the scoring. First pitch is fouled back to the backstop. I do remember your name, Mark. I just don't know what you are. I know you're married to my daughter. So 1-1 count. Called strike. Evens the count at 2-2. Oscar Castillo is leading off today. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike, throw to first for the out. Tim Clifford to the plate, number 31. He goes to Bishop Dunn High School in Dallas, but lives in Rockwall. Called strike to even the count at 1-1. On the mound for Marucci, we have R.J. Grant, Samuel Clemens High School. Half swing there, he held back. And lives in Shirts. A little high. Full count. Payoff pitch. And that is lined out to left field. It gets past the left fielder, who stumbles a bit, makes it to the wall, so he's going to be up going for 3. He'll have to slide. He did. All right. Tim Clifford with a triple. Good start for him. Now we have Garrett Rowden from Lubbock Cooper Liberty High School. Lives in Lubbock, but plays out here on the summer teams. We are glad to see him here. That's low and away for ball 1. Whoop. That's a balk called. All right, first run on a balk. Outside for ball 2. That's inside. He got clipped by that one. Rowden takes first. So with 1 out, we're in the top of the first inning out here in Nevada, Texas at Community High School. It's a nice day in the low 90s. There's probably a breeze somewhere, but we're pressed up against the press box to get in the shade. Max Moss takes a strike. Throw to first. Rowden back in plenty of time. Adam Adeniyi is on deck. They have switched up the order of hitting a little bit today. That's outside for ball one. High for ball two. Count is 2-1. Low for ball three. Right in there over the plate for a strike to fill the count. One out, one on. That's a fly ball out to, well, it's right center, so it's going to drop. It makes the wall as well. That will score one. Rowden comes around from first base. Second triple of this half inning. So the bats are barking. Adam Adeniyi comes to the plate. This is a wood bat tournament, so it's a little bit different from what we've seen. That's fouled out of play to the over the Oilers dugout. Moss is on third. That's wrapped out to the pitcher. He throws back to third. We got him in a pickle. And he's out, but it does allow Adeniyi to make second base. So in a fielder's option, Adeniyi gets to second. Bringing up Aiden Simon to the plate. Aiden Simon attends Rowlett High School. So 2 outs now. Outside for ball one. And he gets that inside ball over to third, throw across. It was offline to the left of first base, and so Aiden gets to first on a single. That moves Adeniyi over to third base, so runners on the corners. Peyton Latham to the plate. Swing and a miss. Peyton attends Poteet High School and lives in Mesquite. Runner, foul ball. You're going to get your steps in, Aiden. Come back to first. Throw to first. Aiden's back in plenty of time. On deck is Hunter Chandler. So we've got 2 outs, 2 on here in the top of the first inning. It's low and away for ball one. Count is now 1-2. That's wrapped out to the pitcher. Easy toss to first for the third out, but a productive one. Top of the first inning. Score is now 2-0. Texas Oilers over the Marucci Elite. Let me run down the Marucci Elite roster here. We have Kaysen Bay, who goes to Lavernia High School. Justin Frischella, Smithson Valley High School, lives in Spring Branch. Elijah Juarez, Veterans Memorial High School in San Antonio. R.J. Grant, who is on the mound. Samuel Clemens High School in Schertz. Number 4 is Vincent Caparelli, Lavernia High School. Number 5 is Bryce Rudewick, Davenport High School in New Braunfels. Number 6 is Jose Christian Segura, whose father is sitting right next to me, by the way, and he promised that he would give the walk-up when his son comes to bat. So we'll see how well. I hope you have been practicing, because I will put you on the spot. He goes to Clark High School in San Antonio. Alejandro Ocaña, Veterans Memorial High School, San Antonio. Wyatt East, Smithson Valley High School, New Braunfels. Braden O'Malley, Smithson Valley High School also. Harrison Langford, Fredericksburg High School in the Hill Country there. Caden Cooper, Veterans Memorial High School in Universal City. Peyton Parrish, Lavernia High School. And finally, Gonzalo Martinez, East Central High School in St. Hedwig. No lineup yet, Mark? It's coming in there?
Actually, I guess they're positioned.
So 27 is Peyton Parrish. Count is 2-0. I see we may be having some signal issues out here. Hopefully we'll be able to stay on. That's a called strike for 2-1 count. Strike. Evens the count at 2-2. That's fine. Foul ball inside the batter's box. Stays alive. Count remains at 2-2. Langford taking a bit of time to collect his thoughts, steps back into the batter's box. Mondragon delivers low to fill the count. Swing and a miss for the payoff pitch. Second out of the inning. Recapping quickly, score is 3-2. Marucci Elite over the Texas Oilers. 2 men on, 2 out. This is Bryce Rudewick from Davenport High School in New Braunfels. That's low for ball 1. That ball is a line shot out to second base. The throw to first not in time. 2-run score. Second baseman Rowden threw to Adini, not in time, but it brought around the other two runners. Not the second best, but I think the throw should have gone into a pitcher at a home. Keep a run from scoring. I never say that over again. They have to learn these things. Yeah. Oh, who's the back? Throw to first. I don't want to miss your son. I have Justin or Elijah both listed as one.
I think that's Elijah.
Elijah Juarez at the plate. Outside, throw to second. There in time. He got him for the third out. So a productive first inning for both sides, but Marucci Elite coming up with 5 runs, 5-2 at the end of the first inning here in Nevada, Texas. Huh? No. Oh, yeah. Actually, that would be good. A little breeze. Nobody blasting music during the last night in Denton we had just no signal. It was terrible.
Oh yeah.
And but we recorded to the chip.
Mm-hmm.
And, the flash drive was on the camera anyway. So
Yeah.
today I pieced it together, cut the ends off, and got it posted to YouTube. But YouTube then says, "Hey, there are people that are not going to be able to watch this video because you've played Luke Combs." and sure enough, the guy playing the disco, played Luke Combs during one of those things.
Yeah.
The other ones had said it's not a problem, but his stuff would prevent that from being watched. So I had to kill the half inning, about a minute and a half, so I could clear my video to be watched.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that Denton High School is not paying any kind of royalties for that, so they're probably right. All right, about ready to start the second inning. We have Hunter Chandler coming to the plate. He's from Rains High School, lives in Emory. Grant back on the mound. I'll catch a defense in a second. I think we have it all filled out now. First pitch, high fly ball out to left center. And that goes to the wall, so he's going to stop at a double, which is smart. Good way to start the inning. Eli Grubbs comes to the plate. He goes to Sunnyvale High School. All right, time in, all set. First pitch is outside for ball one. Cohen Kepner is on deck. It's low and away for ball two. That's foul tip back to the backstop. A couple of triples and a double can make the pitcher worry about throwing it right over the plate. Two-one pitch. Called strike to even up the count at 2-2. Low for ball three. Fills the count. Payoff pitch. It's a tip to the mitts strikeout. That's the first out here in the top of the second inning. So 1 out, 1 on for Cohen Kepner. Grant steps off the rubber. Chandler gets back to second. Quick chat. Want to make sure there's no signal stealing going on. Don't know that it's that sophisticated yet at this level. Outside for ball one. The ball is flied up straight in the air. Looks like first baseman will get to it, and he does. Holds the runner on second. That's the second out taken by Martinez. The defense is Rudewick in left field, Caparelli in center. East in right field. Houston is on third. Juarez at shortstop. Frucella at second base. Martinez at first base. Grant on the mound, and Segura is catching. Call for a balk. That's the second balk this game. So runner moves over to third base. So frustrating. Ball is wrapped out to third base. Gets by him, but the shortstop has a long throw. And the run scores. So Chandler crosses first base. And Castillo, who's way too fast to have gotten caught by that play, has a single. And that brings up for a second time Timothy Clifford, who had a triple on his first visit to the batter's box. Outside for ball one. Throw to second is barely crosses the mound before it double bounces. So easy. Oscar Castillo is very fast, so not unexpected that he would do that. Going to have to keep an eye on him. It's 2 outs, though. Don't want to have a runner get caught out for the third out. It's low and away for ball 2. Two-one pitch. That's inside, gets away from the catcher. Castillo gets over to third quickly. Count is 3-1 now. On deck is Garrett Rowden. And he wraps that over to third base. throw across the field is in time for the third out. So score moves 5-3 this inning with 1 run scored by the Texas Oilers. And we'll be starting the bottom of the second here shortly. So you want to chat? Hold this right there. Yeah, just and hold the front and the back so you don't push any buttons on the side.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. So we have the father of Jose Christian Segura sitting right up here next to us. How's your son doing this year?
He's doing all right. He's been splitting his time between catching and playing first.
Okay. Catching, and it's ruthless, is it not?
I would agree. It is pretty ruthless.
I mean, you know, it's one thing to be a field marshal, but usually they stand in the back of the troops on a horse. In this case, you get beat up every game. It's just grueling, but you're the captain, you know, while you're out there.
Very true. Yeah, you got to take the pain with the time.
So how is Jose's baseball intelligence? Would you rate him as pretty high on this?
I think he's got a pretty good baseball IQ. You know, like, I guess you might say anecdotally, there's many occasions where people are expecting him to try to tag a runner out at home when it's not going to happen, and he knows that, and he's going for the next play.
Yeah, you have to be able to see those things.
Absolutely.
So that's good that he can do that. And your name? I didn't catch that.
Oh, I'm also Jose
Oh, okay.
Segura.
So 2 Jose's, that can't cause any confusion at home.
Oh, none
Does
at all.
one of you go by a short name?
Well, my middle name is Emilio, while his is Christian. And so when in his younger days, he went by Christian, but now that he's older, he's chosen to go by Jose just to create more confusion.
That's great. All right, we're getting set up for, is this the other guy? Is this Elijah or is it Justin? Can you tell?
I believe that is Justin.
Okay, so we have 2 number 1s on the roster.
Well, no, actually, that is Elijah.
Is it Elijah? Okay.
Yes, he
and
didn't
they're both
finish it that bad.
5'11", and they both weigh about the same thing. So we think there's a ruse going on here. But Elijah Juarez is coming up to the plate to start the bottom of the second inning. And you're welcome to keep commenting however you like. First ball in. Okay, so the strike zone appears to be pretty tight here today. I don't see any room. And that is flown out rather, to left field. Caught by Peyton Latham out there. And now you get to introduce your son.
We have Jose Segura coming up to plate. I don't know what else to say.
That's what you say. Segura takes strike 1 looking. There's a breaking ball there from Mondragon. Well, that's high for ball 1 rather. Evens the count at 1-1. Fastball's low and away. Two-one pitch, 1 out. And that is shot down the third base line, foul for strike 2. Evens the count at 2-2. Oh, half swing, but he's rung up on that one for the second out of the inning. Bringing up Peyton Parrish, number 27 from Lavernia High School. high for ball one. Fouled at the plate. Count is 1-1.
How many games do you do this for?
We've done every one of them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun. I was just cautioning Jose not to swear. And there's a line grounder, actually, out to center field for a solid single. Good contact on that swing. So Parrish is on first. Bringing up Vincent Caparelli. I assume he goes by Vince or something like that. From Lavernia High School. Kind of an open stance. That's high. Throw to second. In time for the third out. That high pitch was almost as good as a pitch out there. Gave the catcher, Kepner, plenty of time to throw out there. So a little bit of defense this time in the second inning. Be moving on to the third as the Marucci Elite Texas 2026 team takes the field. So can you, I know you're texting somebody there, Jose, that's okay. But I'll ask the question while you finish typing in your message. Just curious about where most of these kids come from and how long your son's been participating in travel baseball.
Well, most of the kids do come from the, I would say, lower New Braunfels, northwest San Antonio area. And for Jose specifically, he's participated in travel ball since he was about 9 years old. And he's played with various teams in the San Antonio area. But with the Marucci Elite group, we chose to come over here because we knew some of the boys and knew some of the coaches that were involved with the organization, and we've had some good experience with them in the past.
That's awesome, the friendships that you make among the players and the parents too, and coaches and all. When you travel, especially when you actually travel, we've been doing all of our tournaments so far have been in the DFW area. So we haven't stayed in a hotel yet. Next week we're going down to Houston. So we'll be there for 4 days. It'll be legit travel.
Yeah, it's always fun to get out of town and spend some time together as a team versus everyone just staying home.
Last time we went down to Franklin, which is mostly on the way to Houston, and the kids after the games, they were spaced a day apart, which is a complaint a lot of people have. I ended up driving them like 25 miles over to Walmart to get a wiffle ball set, and they played wiffle ball all afternoon.
Yeah, and like you described, those Franklin fields are pretty nice out there.
They are, actually. They spend quite a bit of money on those. First pitch is inside to Garrett Rowden from Lubbock Cooper Liberty High School. What's going on here? They don't want an emergency call. Mark, Timothy's code. Rowden hits it out to shortstop. Play across the field is in time for the first out of the inning. I think somebody hit that and it thought it was an emergency or something. It was trying to. Max Moss, 21, comes to the plate. He leans back for ball one inside. Max attends Rockwall Heath High School. A tip to the mitt for strike one. Again, inside and high. Count is 2-1. That is flown out for the first baseman in foul territory. Takes it for out number 2. Adam Medini comes to the plate. Adam definitely has an open stance in his batting. And fouls the first one off. Flight out to the right side of the field. Lays off of the second pitch, which was called ball, but that was a close one. I'm observing a pretty tight strike zone here today. And that is tapped out to third base, throws across the diamond in time for the third out. So Marucci, elite, takes them down 3 up, 3 down. And we move to the bottom of the third inning with a score. Marucci Elite 5, Texas Oilers 3. When you retire and you get as old as we are, it's tough. Rather watch this on TV.
The living room chairs are so much nicer.
It is. Now you have to crank it up. You want to stand up? No, my wife. I can't see the on-deck circle because of that pole right in my way. So I might ask you a couple of times who's on deck.
Sure thing.
Don't mind.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Here we go. Moving to the bottom of the third inning. First batter up is Vincent Caparelli from Lavernia High School. To catch you up quickly, if you just joined us, score is 5-3, Marucci Elite over the Texas Oilers. We are in Nevada, Texas. Partly cloudy skies. First pitch is hit out to left field. Big, long hit. Gets to the fence. It'll be a stand-up double for Caparelli. We still don't know who this is, right? Oh, we do now. It's Jay Houston. Okay, Houston comes to the plate. He's one they left off the roster. Oh, takes it on the back of the neck. Jack Houston takes one for the team. So runners on first and second. Gonzalo Martinez comes to the plate from East Central High School, lives in St. Hedwig. Who's on deck? Can you tell?
It's the pitcher, number 2, RJ.
Grant.
Yes.
RJ Grant, the pitcher, is on deck. Outside for ball 1 from Mondragon. No outs yet in the bottom of this 3rd inning. 2 on. Breaking ball gets in there for a strike. And that is a fly ball out to center. Lining it up and throwing it into 3rd is Oscar Castillo. Good play to keep runners in place. Number 2, Grant, comes to the plate. And Wyatt East from Smithson Valley High School is on deck. Outside for ball 1. That ball 4 loads the bases for Marucci Elite. Number 23 to the plate, Harrison Langford from Fredericksburg High School. So bases loaded with 2 outs. A lot of pressure all the way around. That's a bit high. Yeah, I see those called strikes all the time. He is very straight. Outside, a throw to 3rd. Runner dives back. That's Cabarelli on 3rd. Two-0 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Got him on a ball a little bit low and away. And a swing and a strikeout to strand 3 runners. So, tight situation there. But nice job on the mound by Jose Mondragon. Alrighty. Huh? 5-3. No, we're behind. Okay. 5-3. Grant stays on the mound. Getting any rain from this hurricane? I mean, tropical storm thing?
Down in San Antonio?
Yeah.
Yes. My parents they're checking in on my dog for me, and they were sending me a video today. Got a bunch of rain this morning.
Oh, okay. It should be fairly quick to pass through.
Yeah.
But sometimes those things coming across Mexico catch the prevailing winds and kind of turn around and head back up and off to the northeast. So we'll see how that goes. And I see they've already spotted 2 more potential lows forming in the Caribbean.
Something to look forward to, yeah.
Yeah, my brother lives south of Houston, about halfway to Galveston. And of course, they can be right in the middle of all of that stuff. No, it's all good. Top of the 4th inning. Umpire coming back from his water break. Hopefully that will expand the strike zone just a little bit. Aiden Simon comes to the plate. First pitch in, swing and a miss for strike 1. Outside for ball 1. Peyton Latham on deck. Holds back on that one for ball 2. Again, low and away. Three, 1. Outside for a ball. Okay, runner on now after a walk. Brings up Peyton Latham, who attends Poteet High School in Mesquite. On deck is Hunter Chandler from Raines High School in Emory. And that's wrapped out. Oh, past the first baseman. Looks like a single, and it is. Throw into the pitcher. No, yep. Not the pitcher, number 27, rather. It was Parrish. Mark? Yeah. I think it was 27 who field caught the ball coming in, but I didn't see him on the defense.
Right field?
No, the guy who threw two is probably the shortstop. And that's a fly ball. First baseman sizing it up for an out. First out of the 4th inning. So runners remain on first and second. Simon on second, Latham on first. Eli Grubbs from Sunnyvale comes to the plate. And he lines that out to the center fielder who takes that for the second out. Freezes the runners in place. Good contact, just the wrong place to put it. Cohen Kepner comes to the plate after a nice catch behind the plate in the last inning. Timeout. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Low and away for ball one, evening the count at 1-1. Getting a little bit of breeze going here. I think it's shaking the tripod just a little bit. I may lower that in a second. Ball is hit lightly out to shortstop. Throw to first is in time to retire the side. Score remains 5-3, Marucci Elite over the Texas Oilers. You'd be good at doing this, by the way. You have a great voice for doing this kind of thing.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
I have a complete list of all of the gear that we bought to do this stuff. And there's lots of different options, but I know it's a set of gear that works.
Yeah.
Which is nice to know. But I don't see too many people doing play-by-play. I mean, they'll bring their Nevos or the cameras and just record what's going on, but with a single camera shoot, you can't tell where the ball's going. Sometimes if it's under the lights, you might be able to see that. Yeah. Unless somebody's telling you what's going on, you just have to look to see who's moving where. So it does help people who are watching it to keep track of.
I was going to ask you what your YouTube channel is, because you mentioned you'll upload it.
Yeah, I only upload. We use Game Changer. Yeah. But I uploaded a game yesterday because it didn't record the Game Changer. So we have a GRSN. That's a GRSN. Not much stuff on there yet. But it's a lot of fun. You got to do something. First pitch is flown out of play behind the plate here. Bryce Rudewick at the plate for ball one. Mondragon remains on the mound. That's outside for ball two. Hits the turf for ball three. It took a while, but the fourth ball was registered. It was interesting on our 8-year-old grandson's team. Twice this year, we had a 5-ball walk, and we were all just looking at each other, wondering what was going on. Maybe the umpire's little clicker thing wasn't working right. Or maybe it goes to 5. That's possible. Outside for ball one to Elijah Juarez. Rudewick's taking a lead off of first. Looks like he may go. And he doesn't. Throw to first by the catcher. Gets past first base. So freebie to second. That's the risk you take. Count is 2-0. Two-one pitch. Outside for ball 3. The ball is check swing, chopped it down the first base line. All right, so we'll call that a swinging sacrifice bunt that moves Rudewick over to third base. First pitch in is inside and low. At the plate is Jose Christian Segura. Very popular around here. He chops it out to, uh-oh, here comes the run. It went to the shortstop, throw to second. All right. So on an error, the throw home was the option to keep the score from happening, but it happened anyway. Rudewick crosses the plate when the ball got by the catcher. And, of course, Segura went around to second on that. So it was a fielder's option on that play. They decided to go home, which was smart if they'd been able to execute the play. So 1 out. 6-3 is now the score. That's low and away to Peyton Parrish for ball 1. Chop foul right in the batter's box. Evens the count at 1-1. And a high pitch flown out of play, right side, for strike 2. Two-one pitch. Outside for ball 2. Sorry, that was a 1-2 pitch. Outside evens up the count at 2-2. High and inside to fill the count. And that's a called strike for the second out of the inning. Bringing up Vince Caparelli. And he hits that ball out past second base to center field. Runners coming home, throws coming home, and he's out. The inning ends on Segura trying to get around to home plate. It was worth a try. So scoring one in the fourth inning. The score is now Marucci Elite 6, Texas Oilers 3. Where'd you guys decide to stay over here?
Actually, I have a sister that lives in Plano.
Oh,
so we're staying with them. Yeah.
I mean, most of the games are up that way. This
Yeah.
one obviously not. But, and they have one at Rockwell High School, which was nice. It's 3 minutes away from me.
Oh wow.
But that doesn't usually happen. As happened last night, we had to drive all the way to Denton.
Yes.
Which takes a full hour. And going up 35 is like being in a NASCAR race with everybody drafting everybody else and darting out to pass.
Yep. I know. My sister was asking, she's like, "Did you take 35?" I was like, "Yesterday." I was like, "Yeah." We went to Billy Ryan High School, and she was like, "Oh, it's so horrible. It's so horrible." And I was like, "Yeah, it was. It wasn't bad."
Yeah, it's bad. My water real quick. Gracias. All right, getting ready to start the fifth inning. Marucci Elite, Texas 2026 is in the lead 5-3. And first batter up for the Texas Oilers is Oscar Castillo. On deck is Timmy Clifford, TC. First pitch, drive up the middle for a single for Castillo. Who's on the mound? Caden Cooper is now on the mound for Marucci. Ball for the first pitch to Tim Clifford. Caden Cooper goes to Veterans Memorial High School in Universal City. Clifford wraps that foul down the third baseline, just rolls out. I think that might have hit him on the way, which is why he's limping around a little bit. Could be one of those ankle biters. And that's low for strike. Ball one. Gets away from the catcher. Pass ball. Castillo gets over to second. Always a threat to steal. Count is 2-1. Clifford ducks for the third ball. Clifford watches that ball go by to fill the count, so 3-2. And that's away for ball 4. Garrett Rowden comes to the plate from Lubbock Cooper Liberty High School. And that is chopped foul down the third baseline. Runners will go back. Max Moss on deck. No outs. Swing and a miss. Oh, 2 pitch. Swing and a miss for a strikeout. First out of the inning. Max Moss comes to the plate. It's away. Oscar goes for third, gets in there safely. Castillo's a burner out there on the bases. Second pitch is low and away to Moss for ball 2. Adam Adeniyi is on deck. That's low and away. Again, no throw from the catcher. He double clutched it and then decided not to throw. So Clifford gets over to second base. 2 runners in scoring position for the Texas Oilers. That comes in there for a strike. Count goes to 3-1. And that is chopped foul over to the Marucci dugout. Ducks for ball 4. That was a breaking ball. It had a chance. So bases loaded with Oilers as Adam Adeniyi comes to the plate. First pitch is a strike called. Oh, swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 out, 3 on base. Taps that at the plate. Hangs in there at 0-2. Aiden Simon on deck. And that is flown out of play over the Oilers dugout. And that is lined out to left field. We got one in. Uh-oh. Tim Clifford was signaled to go back to third, and he stumbled. But he got back safely. So bases remain loaded, and the score is now 6-4. Marucci over the Oilers as Aiden Simon comes to the plate. And Peyton Latham is on deck. It's low and away for ball one. Low for ball two. Ball three, pressure turning up on Cooper on the mound. Got to do something with this. Throws a strike. That's what you do. But Aiden was taking all the way. Another strike looking to fill the count. This is where it gets tense. Swing and a miss. Drop. Nope. He's out. Yeah, bases loaded here with 2 outs. Latham takes the first pitch for a ball. Called strike to even the count. That was a curveball or a slider, some sort of breaking ball that went inside over the plate. So 1-2 count. Now the batter's down. He holds back on a check swing for ball 2. Evens the count at 2-2. A lot of pressure on both the pitcher and the batter. Ball 3. Okay, payoff pitch coming with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And that walks in a run. It was inside and low. Clifford crosses the plate without having to hustle. He's my grandson, so I can say stuff like that about him. Hunter Chandler comes to the plate. 2 outs, bases loaded. Little pressure here on Cooper, the pitcher who throws outside for ball 1. Chandler waits for a called strike. Evens the count at 1-1. Max Moss is on third. That's outside for ball 2. Adeni is on second. Latham is on first. 2-1 pitch. That's low for ball 3. Called strike to fill the count. This is as good as it gets right here. Equal pressure on the pitcher and the batter. And a chop foul stays alive. I love these things. This is fun. It's better than 12 to nothing, you know.
Yeah.
Much better. That's fouled out of play. Stays alive. Count remains full. Caden Cooper on the mound. Sizing up Hunter Chandler at the plate. And that is wrapped down to second baseman who throws to first for the third out, stranding 3 Oilers. But a productive inning for the Oilers, bringing the score to 6-5. Marucci Elite over the Texas Oilers. While we're on the break here, this is the first inning, by the way, that Caden Cooper was pitching. So let's take a look at Grant's stats. So R.J. Grant threw 63 pitches for 33 for strikes. So that's just a hair over 50%. Cooper's thrown 41 strikes so far, 23 for 41 pitches, 23 for strikes. Grant had 2 strikeouts, and so does Cooper. Grant has thrown, has allowed 1 base on balls, and Cooper 3. So the box score is 6-5, Marucci over the Oilers. 7 hits for the 6 runs for Marucci, 8 hits for 5 runs for the Oilers. What? Denton again? What time?
11:30. Consolation bracket for games.
Number 32, Jack Houston comes to the plate. Foul back to the backstop. Mondragon delivers. Chop foul down the third base side. Could not be catched by the third base coach. That's shameful. Oh, 2 pitch. Flown out of play over the Oilers dugout. In the bottom of the 5th inning. We're about an hour and a half into play. And that breaking ball gets in there, swing and a miss. Would have been a strike anyway. Nice pitch. Number 33, Gonzalo Martinez comes to the plate. Ball one. Low and away for ball two. Ball is wrapped to third base. Funny hop, throws across the field. In time for the out, but barely. Nice throw by Clifford after having it jump up on him there. He controlled it. Strong throw to first to Adeni, who made the out. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And it's Caden Cooper at the plate for Marucci. Count is 0-1. And he flies that out to left center field. Oscar Castillo takes that for the 3rd out. And we move into the 6th inning with a score, Marucci 6, Oilers 5. What now?
They're at Rockwall.
Oh, yeah.
As of right now.
Can we go there?
I know. Switch.
Instead of going to
That's
Denton
a nice
again?
field.
Is it?
It's covered all around.
Oh, wow.
That's what winning state championships, I guess, get you.
Yeah. I don't think there's a rough part of Heath, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
It's like just lots of money there. So the sports fields and everything, theater and all that kind of stuff, it's crazy good.
Well, the interesting thing I think about Houston and like the Dallas DFW area is that they'll have a lot of school varsity fields.
Mm-hmm.
San Antonio does not do that.
Oh, really?
They do district fields.
Oh, okay,
And
yeah.
so nobody in the NFL truly has home field advantage if you're going to a district facility to go play your varsity games.
Right. Well, it probably makes sense for utilization to have something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, there's like nothing out here.
Yeah.
Just some ranches and a couple of neighborhoods once in a while, but they certainly have a nice field.
Mm-hmm. Well, and like you mentioned, it's just like Franklin. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And they got that real great sports
Yeah.
park, you know.
That's true. Yeah, I was impressed when we drove into that place and then had to walk about 2 miles to get to the field.
Oh yeah. Yeah, especially here
We're
in
in the upper parking lot, you know.
yeah. You have to go to that backfield, like field 1 or whatever it is.
Starting off the 6th inning is Eli Grubbs. First pitch from Cooper is in the dirt, or in the replica of what would be dirt. We're on an artificial turf field here. That's why all the uniforms are clean. I think the moms were behind actually putting the money into these artificial turf fields. It lowers their Tide cost a lot. I don't know how much Tide Pods are these days. That's a called strike for a 2-1 count. I guess with so many teenagers eating them a few years ago, it was pretty expensive. That's outside for ball 3. 3-1 count. Cohen Cooper on deck. I've been telling you all day long this umpire has a tight strike zone, and we're watching that. So first batter walks. Cohen Cooper comes to the plate. Well, the coach comes on the field for Marucci. Cohen Kepner goes over to talk to the coach from the Oilers side. We're getting a new pitcher, number 17, Wyatt East from Smithson Valley High School in New Braunfels. I have him as 5'11", 170 pounds, right-handed pitcher. Speaking of artificial turf fields, I think the general consensus is everybody loves them except for the athletes who tend to get a lot of knee injuries and ankle injuries on them, where a natural turf field might give when you're cutting. These things don't. They are safer than they used to be, but still behind natural turf fields. But trying to keep a natural turf field out in this part of Texas where it gets so hot. No, we've had a ton of rain lately, so that wouldn't be a problem. But you get into July and August where we don't have a whole lot of rain, it's impossible to keep those in good shape without breaking the bank on water. So I do understand that, but I hate to see all the soccer injuries and football injuries that happen that probably wouldn't have or would have been milder had it been on natural turf. And count me old-fashioned as well. So moving into the top of the sixth inning, we got a game. 6-5, Marucci over the Oilers. The game tomorrow, I understand, is back up in Denton. So bring Jimmy Johnson along to drive up 35 to Denton because you'll need it. Everybody drafting each other. Going 80 miles an hour with 3 inches of bumper space. Cohen Kepner at the plate. First pitch. It's high for ball one. Eli Grubbs is on first. Cohen's 0 for 2 on the day. Bunt. Strike. Should have pulled that back, because it would look like it was outside to me. Maybe not. So the count's now 1-1. Showing bunt again. And he does. Goes down first base but crosses the line. So Eli took off and now is coming back to first. But that makes the count 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Throw to second. Gets out in the outfield. Throw to third and plenty of time to get him out. So what turns into a double play, strikeout and a throw out. So Grubbs got caught. All of a sudden it's 2 down. for Oscar Castillo. Outside for ball one. That's high for ball two. East on the mound. That's in for a strike. 2-1 count. That's in the dirt. 3-1 count. High for ball four. You okay?
Yeah.
You drinking enough water?
Yeah.
Okay. Checking the defense, we have O'Connor in left field, Caparelli in center, O'Malley in right, Houston on third, Langford at shortstop, Frischella at second base, Martinez on first. East is on the mound and Segura is catching. Throw to first, but runner back safely. Castillo is a threat to run here. Clifford at the plate. Strike looking. Tim Clifford. He attends Bishop Dunn School in Dallas and lives in Rockwall. And he flies that one out behind us. Quickly down, 0-2. There goes Castillo. Strike three for the third out. Stranding another one. So we'll move to the bottom of the sixth inning with Marucci ahead 6-5 over the Oilers. Oh, they're ahead by one. He just struck out. Yeah. We're not inviting him to 4th of July. That kind of performance. Only problem is I think 4th of July is at his house. I don't know how many bars do you have? Two? Yeah, not so good. We're struggling here. I've had to restart several times. It checks out from time to time and comes back. A little bit frustrating for the people watching. First pitch in to Braden O'Malley. Ball called. Mondragon. Foul tip in the batter's box. I'm not sure who that ricocheted off of. but I heard more than one hit. O'Malley looking at the 1-2 pitch. That's outside to even the count at 2-2. Swing and a miss for a strikeout. That is, believe it or not, 6 strikeouts for Mondragon. Nice job out there. And a called strike for the first pitch. That ball is wrapped foul down the third base side over to the dugout of Marucci. So Langford finds himself down quickly, 0-2. Ball called for a 1-2 count. Ball 2, evens the count. Can you hold this like this, just up for a bit? Swing and a miss for a 7th strikeout of the game for Mondragon. Outside for ball 1. This is Bryce Rudewick at the plate. He takes a strike. That is fouled out of play on the third base side. Three 1 count. Outside for ball 4. Nope, called strike. Nope. Maybe I have the count wrong, but we'll see what the umpire says. And that is a strikeout. All right, ends the inning with the score remaining the same, 6-5. And we're about 10-12 minutes, I believe, before we get to 2 hours. So we'll continue to play on. 7-inning games if they can fit them in. So a closer look at pitchers. Jose Miranda Mondragon has thrown 82 pitches, 45 for strikes. It's about 52.3%. And he has struck out 8 now, walked 2, and has 1 run scored against him since relieving Luke Giordano in the first inning. Coming to the plate first will be Garrett Rowden from Lubbock Cooper Liberty High School. On defense, we have Ocaña in left field, Caparelli in center, O'Malley in right, Houston on third, Langford on shortstop, Frucella on second base, Martinez on first, East on the mound, and catching is Segura. That is high for ball 1. Max Moss is on deck. Called strike. Evens the count at 1-1. And that is wrapped between third and short for a single hard hit ground ball. Good contact. Moss coming to the plate. On deck is Adam Adeniyi. So quickly have some action here in the top of the 7th inning. Throw to first is not a problem for Rowden, who gets back easily. First pitch to Moss. Umpire shakes his head. That's foul tip back to the backstop. Evens the count at 1-1. Throw to first again. That ball is lined over the second baseman into right center for a single. Called out at third base. Argument from the coach as Rowden continues to stand there, but he's been called out. So that's first out of the inning, brings up Adam Adeniyi. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Aiden Simon on deck. Strike called. Max Moss taking a lead off of first. Outside to even the count. Throw to first. Moss is back easily. Sorry, our signal's going in and out. Hopefully you're not missing too much. Foul tip back to the net. Count is 1-2 on Adeniyi. One out, one on. Called out on a check swing. I don't think it was the swing. I think it was a strike. So that's 2 down. Aiden Simon up. Critical batter here. Have to post a run to keep this game alive. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Simon hits that fly ball out to shallow center. Taken by Caparelli to end the game. Final score is Marucci 6, Oilers 5 in a hard-fought game. Some excellent offense and defense that we've seen today. So it was fun to watch. Tomorrow, the Oilers are going to be back in Denton at 11:30, I believe. We'll be posting the location for that on our social media. So thank you for watching our game stream today, and a special thank you to Mark Clifford for scoring, and for Jose Segura, who is the Jose Segura catcher's father, for weighing in a few things. I really appreciate that. Remember to follow us on Instagram at GRSN_Randy, or friend us on Facebook at Randy Hunt _GRSN. Until next time, be a good sport.